Loso, if I could jog through my memory, you a light-skinned nigga that could be black or Spanish, sweat a lot, look like you from the Bronx, and on your spare time you drink Hennessy. You, Saga, and A-Ward might as well go to jail for murder because y'all three niggas be killing me. 3 Christians that jerk off together, y'all whole religious shit is so finicky. Saturday night is I'm in battle rap so I can up the hammer. Sunday is I got to go to church and get in touch with grandma. Then it's I hope God didn't see what I said last night because I told the league to cut the camera. I hope Jesus Christ make you up and vanish. See, tonight I gave my niggas all razor blades instead of a couple hammers. The reason I'm not busting my tool, because I want to go back to high school. You know, the day when niggas was cutting Spanish. Nigga Uno.
Yo, you know my God is a star. You also know that this guy is a fraud. You right, I do drink a lot of Hennessy, and him winning the night is a shot in the dark. I mean, what you talking about? What you doing all these gun bars to me? Brother, knowing that you let Hoffa get jumped in LA, don't make me laugh. Over here saying that he cut in Spanish. You also didn't show up to math. This is... What?
Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm about to check it back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Make that like button, that subscribe button. Man, fuck all that, man. Let's get into this blog, man. I just watched this whack-ass event right here. And Charlie Clips, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Charlie Clips had another terrible ass battle, man. As probably the biggest name on this card, you know what I'm saying, had another terrible battle in New York City, just taking a paycheck, not giving a damn about the battle, freestyling. And anytime Clips says this right here,
said, yo, I'm blaming shit. First and second round sound like a nigga put together a manuscript. But the third round, I'm going old smack DVD. A bunch of random shit. Like.
Kick this nigga off the stage, man. Literally put your foot in his ass and just push this nigga off the stage, man. Anytime he says this right here. And it's getting to the point, man. I hate to say don't book a nigga, don't, no. Chris, I'm biased. You always trying to take money out of people's pockets. Niggas just trying to eat, man. At some point in time, you gotta realize I just can't book this nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no league can book him because there's obviously leagues that are more respected than others and other battlers that are more respected, but there is really no battle for Charlie Clips or person for Charlie Clips to take that he's gonna really lock in for at this point. Like, oh, you know, I'm getting luck, so I'm getting this. He's battled everybody. So there's no, you know, maybe if he was battling Mook or something, he would come with some real bars. Clips and Mook might actually be a pretty good battle or something like that. Maybe if he was battling another person you hear him call out a lot like Cassidy, he might try to give you 3 really good rounds. A lot of these randoms are people that he's very much higher tier than. There's no incentive for him to rap good. And at this point in time, I don't know why he's still getting booked, but I actually do know why he's still getting booked. Cause y'all niggas say what y'all want to say about Charlie Clips. Say what you want to say about Charlie Clips. Y'all still watching the nigga though. Y'all still watching the nigga. Do you realize, I don't even know if a lot of y'all realize, do you realize that Charlie Clips versus O Solo has almost 700,000 views? I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Charlie Clips is about to take this bum-ass nigga O Solo to a 1 million view battle, bro. To a 1 million view battle is what Clips is about to take this nigga to. This battle has been on YouTube for 2 weeks on Landslide TV. Not URL with 1 million subscribers. Not RBE with damn near 500,000 subscribers. Landslide TV that only has 3 events. Clips and O Solo is at 689K, bro. It's almost at 700,000 views in 2 weeks. We gonna look back at this battle in 6 months and be like, this nigga took O Solo to 1 million views. You shitting me? Somebody gotta be watching Clips. If everybody, oh, why you booking Clips? Why you booking Clips? We don't want to see Clips. Somebody wants to see Clips. Because there's no reason him and O Solo, which wasn't a crazy battle. Now, Clips was pretty good in the battle, but O Solo was not good at all. That battle should not be skyrocketing to over 400,000 views in a day. But that's the power of Charlie Clips, and that's what niggas are trying to book. But a lot of y'all need to get your head out your ass and stop booking Clips. So now I got to turn to the league owners. Shout out to Scoop, man. the league owner for Street Talk ENT, the league that does this now or never card. He's the league owner. And he happened to jump in my comments section on a blog I did. So I did a blog that had his event right here. You know what I'm saying? I did a prediction blog with his event as well as Battle Academy event. And he told me, man, I don't care about none of that shit, man. We are going to keep working until we get our own prediction blog. The fact that nobody cares that Street Talk has been a part of the biggest cards and all y'all quote unquote in tune bloggers have no clue is funny at this point. Now, let me help you out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you had what I consider to be on paper a pretty good card. I'll give you that. But you had a lot of problems with this event. You had bad audio. Audio is one of the most important things. It never matters who you book on a flyer, who you book on a card. You can have some of the biggest names in battle rap. If you don't have your audio in tune, then that's going to be a problem. And you had a little bit of audio issues. Now, you went with Rap Grid. Salute to you for going with Rap Grid, but you did not add Avocado. So anytime you do Rap Grid, Avocado is like a dual package. Rap Grid, Avocado, that shit go together. You know what I'm saying? When you try to do Rap Grid and you don't want to use Avocado, you run into problems, and that's exactly what you ran into. So I don't really understand how you can book names like Hollow the Don, Charlie Clips, New Jersey Twerk, Ill Will, Cortez, but you can't book Avocado. I don't really understand that. Maybe, you know, you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, you got about 9, 10, 11 battles on here that you were trying to do. Maybe if you remove some of those battles and you actually put that money into the production, it will be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be a lot better. Next thing that was the issue, the event started too late. The event started over 3 hours late. So you can't have on the flyer that the doors open here and the event starts here, and then you look up and 1 hour has passed, 2 hours has passed, 3 hours has passed, and people are just sitting at their computer just waiting on Street Talk and it's now or never card to start, and y'all are not even addressing the crowd or anything, letting anybody know what's up. Another problem, you had Jazz, Ike P, and Geechee Gotti supposed to be hosting this event or doing a pay-per-view or whatever the case, hosting pay-per-view, whatever. They weren't on the stream. They weren't on it. They were barely on a stream the entire night. I don't really know why. I don't know if it's because you ran behind time. You were trying to run through the battles and you didn't want to have any commentary, but you needed to have commentary because after all, you paid for the commentary. I assume that they're not there for free. And so you might as well use them in some capacity, and you needed somebody to keep stuff engaged. Jazz the rapper right here, she says, the Wody Jazz, she says, what does she says? Beat me, don't meet me there. Beat me, don't meet me there. Meaning she will be in Brooklyn for this event right here. But because it started so late, somebody wrote her. And this is what he said. Jazz, are you still hosting? It's 3 hours late. There's no word from anybody. What is going on, sis? Rapper, are you hosting? It's 3 hours late. What is going on? No word from anybody. This is what people are tweeting on Twitter, man. You don't have the commentary doing the commentary. You're not explaining what's going on. You start an event, and the moment the event starts, you immediately have audio issues on the first battle, which was Big K versus Tink the Demon. It immediately has audio issues.
Big K versus Tink. First round on Big K. Street Talk.
Y'all can hear me? All right. I said, Tinker but the Demon. Why they bring him on my turf? Let K cook. Come on, champ. We can't do that. We can't do that, man. Yo.
And the audio issues continued a little bit throughout the entire event, all the way up to Loso, and he got a necklace on, and y'all not telling him about the necklace. He goes through his whole round with all this staticky kind of stuff.
I told you, because I am not the one. Man, forget this. Yo, what's up with this one? Ain't your father named Charlie too? Oh, I heard he got booked for real. Crazy, they was screaming justice for Charlie until he took a deal. Man, this is real. Until he took a deal. Hey, because hey.
So y'all have a lot to learn. Another thing that I do feel like, and I said this in my prediction blog, I said, y'all keep booking battlers who are being booked around the same time. Like Loso is in a tournament. He's in T-Top's tournament, so he's battling. Then you got Charlie Clips. We all know he battles a lot. We got Arsenal has a lot of battles. He's about to battle Jazz coming up. And he just battled not too long ago. So, you know, he just did a complimentary battle the week before this battle. You got Fonz, who just had a battle not too long ago. So you got people that did have battles. So that's another issue, man. Y'all got to do a lot better job at who y'all book and try to come up with matchups where people can give 100%. Because one of your biggest problems is people weren't giving their best. This was a lot of lackluster performances, a lot of bad battles. Not too many people gave their all. I will give New Jersey Twerk his credit. He actually had a good battle stepping in for T-Rex against Steams. That actually wasn't a bad battle. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he gave you a good performance. I thought Big K pretty much gave you a good performance. Who else? I'm just looking. Ill Will and Cortez was good. Payne did pretty well as well. Fonz wasn't bad. There was a couple individual performances, but as far as a good back and forth, you didn't have that. You also had two battles that did not happen. You had Swave and Av that didn't go down. We don't know why. You also had J Murder and P did not go down. We don't know why. These are announcements that nobody is saying anything about until the event starts. And next thing you know, these battles aren't here. So I don't know how long you guys are knowing that the battles aren't taking place. You're just not saying anything that the battle's not taking place. But this day of stuff like, oh, by the way, there is no Swave and Av. There is no J Murder and P. When people pay for a pay-per-view, you need to be very transparent on what's going on. And I know a lot of times league owners be knowing way in advance that sometimes these battles aren't happening, and y'all just be like, okay, we'll just make an announcement when the event starts. And I don't really feel like that's cool for the fans, but I know y'all be trying to do that shit and get away with it. And you might not like this, but I'm actually getting a little tired of small leagues booking battles, bro. Now, if I ask you right now, what's the name of this league? I told you in the beginning that it was Street Talk, but a lot of y'all did not know that Street Talk Entertainment does this league right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't know that. That's because I told the league owner, I said, yo, your fucking name is too small on this flyer, bro. A lot of people don't even know what your league is called. Like, you want the respect, you want people to know who you are. You have to kind of let people know who you are. The flyer has hella names, hella pictures, a title of the card, but right here is the little logo for the league, and you can't even tell it's Street Talk. So I said, if you blow it up, then you can see Street Talk is right here. But I'm like, bro, your logo for your name is too small. I told him this the previous flyer. He comes back with a similar flyer with his name being the way it is. So, bro, if you're going to get advice from bloggers and not use it, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I know you be in Spaces a lot, man. Spaces ain't going to be to save you on recaps like this. When you want to call bloggers out, but when you have a bad event, this is what's going to happen at the end of the day. And I actually don't like small leagues booking these events. I know y'all trying to come up to a big league. Let me tell you what's wrong with small leagues booking all these battles. I feel like some of these battles, if I keep it real, might have been better battles on a different card with more excitement and all kind of stuff. There was a lot going on, dog. The crowd, when I tell you how terrible the crowd was in this event, bro, I don't even think y'all understand what's going on. This is the event when Big K is rapping. Big K is rapping. Look how much room is in this fucking venue, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're rapping to. Y'all are booking very, very big battles. And I know you're going to be like, oh, that's fucked up, Chris. You grinding me up. You not supporting, blah, blah, blah. I don't, you know, I fuck with niggas when they do battle rap the right way. And a lot of y'all got to stop booking these battles, bro. Like, I get it. Y'all trying to book big names and sell out and do certain things, but you got to find certain matchups and themes and certain things. Just ask a blogger, who should I book? I don't, bro, if you would have told me I'm doing an event in Brooklyn, I got a $15,000 budget, or $20,000 budget, who you think I should book? I would tell you, don't book Clips. I know you booking him cause he from New York. Don't book this battle or that, but I'll tell you like, no, Shotgun Suge versus this nigga. A lot of these guys on these kind of leagues, they just don't give a fuck. Shotgun Suge was terrible tonight, but you booked him. You might have booked him because his name is Shotgun Suge and he's from Jersey and he's right across the, you know, he's not far from Brooklyn. There's not a lot of travel. I know why y'all book a lot of these niggas, but sometimes certain people are just not good on short rounds and small rounds. And the problem with this league and other leagues similar, y'all take a lot of battles, bring them to y'all platform. Because y'all don't have the finances, you shorten the rounds. So a lot of these rounds are 90-second and 2-minute rounds. Okay, cool, I get it. We don't really need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 battles on this card. We don't need 10 battles, bro. We don't need 10 battles at all. Move this shit down to like 6 battles. Increase the rounds. Make it a typical 3-minute round battle, not 2 minutes. The minute, let me give you a little secret. The minute a battler realizes that he's battling for 2-minute rounds and the name isn't nobody, like Shotgun Suge versus Pain. Pain is an RBE guy who is trying to find his way in battle rap since ARP left. It has no real stain in his battle rap culture, no super big name. He can't put a nigga on. He's not, like, he's just okay at best. Now, he has some talent. He's going to give you 100%. So if you come in there bullshit, he's going to fuck you up and beat you. But if you're Shotgun Suge, the minute you call me like, yo, I want to battle Pain, what would you do it for? Oh, I need so-and-so, you know, I need $7,000, $8,000 to do the battle. Oh, that's a little bit over budget. Well, you know, I'll do 2-minute rounds for $5,000. And you say, cool. The minute you call Suge with a 2-minute round battle for a dude like Pain, who he isn't really gaining anything from battling, you're gonna get a bad performance.
You ain't no, you don't hustle. You's a middleman, a coke connector. I don't respect you. I'm so trapped out, I thought a truck parking was a smoke detector. I know your bitch, she won't neck you. All you do is talk, Pain, no lecture. Type I get 16 to with no pressure. Keep shooting off the back and give him 4 extra. You know he heard me. Y'all thought I was gonna say Jersey. Arms up, the shit kick. I do him sturdy, I do him dirty. I'll beat the horse shit out you, Kentucky Derby. I'm a warrior with... I said, I'll beat the horse shit out you, Kentucky Derby. I'm a warrior with this pistol. My first option is the 30. Jersey. I said...
So just a lot of these battles, bro, you just not gonna get the bang for your buck. And I don't know why y'all keep recycling the same names in battle rap. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. There's a lot of battlers, and if you get creative enough and you have the finances and the money, you can come up with a way to create a card where I'm gonna have a pretty good main event, a pretty good secondary event, and I'm a book battlers who can give me the best for my money. And it'll be supported better. And y'all don't do that. And if you don't know, ask bloggers. Bloggers will help you build a card. But y'all, I don't know. Maybe you sit in spaces and want to talk to them niggas. But the problem with spaces, the space can't save you from a Chris Unbiased recap, a Vodafly recap, anybody else. I feel like these battlers really screws you over, Scoop. But I feel like you don't really get a pass because you got bad audio. You got bad audio. You got some promotion, but you got the crowd is bad. And why are you hosting the event? Like, why are you hosting the event, bro? Like, you got Hollow the Don, Chef Trez, Charlie Clips, Arsenal. You got God tier niggas on this card, as well as the Mount Rushmore and top tiers. You need a real host. You need a host that's respected. You need a host that when we turn on a pay-per-view, we're like, oh shit, Smack up there hosting. Or oh shit, so-and-so up there hosting. We don't need you hosting, bro. You sitting up there with your glasses on, your hat, and a book bag. Like, you can't control the crowd and get stuff back. You got Twerk telling you like, yo, Scoop, this your event. Get your shit together.
I say, yo, bro, Scoop, bro, this your event, bro. Hold it down.
Like, you don't need that kind of audio coming through a damn pay-per-view. You don't need to be the host. If you got Jazz, Geechee Gotti, and you got Ike P there, or whatever the case may be, why you don't got one of them hosting the event? You don't need to host a card of this magnitude with the kind of names. If it was a small card with minimum names, you can host. You're not big enough in this culture, in my personal opinion, to host a damn near summer mat. This card right here is low-key a gnome. The way URL been doing gnome cards is like low-key a gnome. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could have been a gnome card. But at the end of the day, that's why you don't need to be hosting these cards. Take some of these battles off, then you'll have the budget to get a real host. Take some of these battles off, you'll have the budget to get a real, you can hire Avocado. I know he costs money, but if you don't book Swave and Av, because Av battles a lot, he just battled Vixen and shit, you don't need that battle. If you don't book J Murder and P, if you want P on there because he's from New York and you want to keep that, you don't need T-Top and Fonz. T-Top wasn't even good in this battle. You don't need T-Top and Fonz. Some of these battles you don't need. Take that money and put it into the production and put it into the marketing. But you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to market more, you got to market more. Run a trailer. Stop just making flyers only. Actually run trailers. Make niggas promote. Put it in a contract that you got to promote. It's a lot go on to being a league owner. And y'all just get in here, hop in spaces, get cool with niggas and just book niggas. And y'all don't really do y'all due diligence on who is actually the best person to battle. Yeah, that's it, man. If you don't really know who to book, holler at some bloggers, man. We can help you put a card together, put a budget together. We have real battle rap fans, real supporters of us that we talk to on a regular basis. Not this spaces kumbaya shit. See, if you talk to a blogger, they'll tell you not to book Twerk. Y'all niggas sit in spaces with Twerk, and so y'all book Twerk. If you want to book Twerk after he's been announced for Loaded Lux and you think you can get a quick little Twerk battle in August and you want to book him real quick or whatever, it's on you at this point. If you want to book battlers that are not good for certain leagues, or they're battling too much, or if you're unaware of what battles are coming up, that's another thing about a blogger. I can tell you right now, some of the people that's on Summer Madness, you may not know it. I might can tell you some stuff that's on Easy's card coming up, some stuff that's on TBL coming up, some stuff Hitman Holler is trying to do with Bags and Bodies. I may know a nigga is being booked for more than you may know. So you may be thinking, damn, I'm thinking about booking so-and-so. I may be able to tell you like, oh, my nigga got a battle coming up. It just ain't announced yet. So if you work together in certain situations with certain bloggers, you might can get better cards coming out. Y'all niggas sit in these spaces and y'all don't deal with reality. Spaces ain't reality, bro. It's a lot of ass kissing in there. It's a lot. Niggas probably aren't in spaces right now telling niggas how trash they are. You know what I'm saying? T-Top, my man, T-Top wasn't good tonight. It is what it is. He just was not good. But are y'all sitting in spaces? No, because Tati is straight drop media and all this kind of stuff, and straight drop media is T-Top's league, and it's all this buddy shit. Y'all gotta get out of fucking reality, get out of false reality and get into some real reality of what's going on in battle rap, man. And then you ain't gotta hear from niggas like me. And I'm getting to the point, I'm actually tired of y'all niggas booking these battles, bro. Y'all niggas take these battles and these niggas don't even have a real, like, the moment is messed up. You got a nigga like Hollow the Don and Chef Trez would have been a very good URL battle. It could have been on Summer Madness and niggas wouldn't even tripped. But I feel like now it's on this card. It doesn't get the love it should have got. It's not enough people in the crowd. And then you look up and it's just a blah battle. And Chef Trez was talking about how much this was one of his in-game battles. This was his Lux and Mook type of battle. He look at Hollow and he look at Tay-Rock like that. But he doesn't have a YouTube release of this battle that's going to show like, oh, this was a good battle. It's not going to translate well when it drops on YouTube because it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just an okay battle, but there was audio issues. The crowd wasn't fucking with it. You got Chef Trez saying over and over again on the mic, like, man, this crowd is dead, man. This shit whack as hell. This shit is being This shit is being heard in the audio. You can't have stuff like that, bro. You cannot have stuff like that. That's not gonna translate well. So I'm just to the point where I just sometimes wish y'all wouldn't even be taking some of these battles. Some of these battles don't even need to be on certain leagues. I gotta keep it real with you. And I'm not some nigga that be caping for URL. It's just some battles just need to be URL battles, or some battles just need to be some league where it's just different, even if it's on Easy's league. Because I sometimes think the way it's produced on that on Chrome 23 is that some battles just need to be on certain leagues, and I always feel that way. And I just feel like we just got a card full of crazy ass names, and I don't feel like it's gonna translate on YouTube the way it needs to be. Now that my rant is out the way, let me get to the motherfucking battles, man, because your boy had to take notes. It was so many battles. Like I said, it started 3 hours late. There was no Geechee Gotti Jazz, and Ike P was barely doing the commentary. I already said that. Swave and Adams and Jay Murder and them was canceled. First battle, Big K versus Tink the Demon. Tink the Demon was very good in round one. Probably won the first round. I give him that. And then in the second round, he choked very badly. In the third round, he was cool, but he didn't win the third either. So I got Big K 2-1. And that was pretty much, you know how Big K is. You get him short rounds. That nigga, you get him 90-second rounds. That nigga is rapping 90 seconds. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is what he is doing. But he still won a battle, in my opinion. And I felt like Tink lost a lot of momentum on the choke. So I will say that. Pain and Suge just wasn't good. He wasn't clean. He acted like he really didn't care a little bit. You know, I don't know. It just wasn't a good Suge. He was just rapping. Pain beat him 3-0. So I got Pain winning every round of that battle. Ill Will and Cortez was very good, but I must admit, the way the crowd was, it's disappointing to know that Cortez and Ill Will was probably the best back and forth of the night, but to know that Cortez, who is from Brooklyn, could not get at least 75 people from Brooklyn in that crowd, like, on the strength of Cortez alone, I would hope that as long as Cortez has been in this culture, as long as there's a Latino community and stuff, I will hope that people, if you're battling in your hometown and stuff like that, and you're P and you're all these other people, I will hope that you can get some niggas in the crowd. That's your marketing tool when you book niggas. I saw Cortez on 3 Letterman show, and they asked him, he said, I finally got a home game. He finally booked me on a Brooklyn thing, and he was like, yeah, you know, mad niggas is pulling up, the gang, everybody pulling up. This is what Cortez is saying on 3 Letterman. When you look at the crowd, I showed you the crowd, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know this crowd that I showed you, let me show you again. I know this crowd that I showed you was not what, let me find it. It was not when Cortez was rapping. It was not when, but still, this Cortez, bro, you should be like 50 of your friends should be able to pay for a ticket and pull up into this event. This event looks like, this is probably including a little bit of entourage and just some niggas on the side. This event right now, when Big K is rapping, it looks like it's 40 niggas in here. Cortez alone, I would hope at his level, he should be able to find 50 niggas from Brooklyn and he can be like, yo, come support me and come to the event. So to know that this crowd was as dead as it was and so lackluster and low volume with a lot of New York niggas on the flyer. We got Hollow, we got all the New York niggas on the flyer. We got Hollow, we got Jay Murder, we got Swave, we got Cortez, we got Clips. These are all niggas that's on the card. And we got some Jersey niggas. When you look at Twerk and you look at Suge and you look at stuff like that, it's a lot of people in the area. I will hope more people can come. I don't know why niggas ain't really supporting. I don't get it. I don't know. But Ill Will and Cortez was a good battle. It could go either way, in my opinion. I probably need to watch it again, but Cortez and Ill Will took advantage of this battle. But this is what I mean. Now, this battle is not going to be as good of a look for Tez as it could have been. It could have been a great look for Tez. Like, I get a Brooklyn battle in my hometown against a nigga that I fear because he can actually win the battle in Ill Will. Good battle for Ill Will too, but it gets put on this card, lackluster production, lackluster crowd. it's going to hit YouTube and it's not going to have the same impact. This battle would be so much better if URL just booked this battle. If URL would have just booked this battle, URL could have put this battle on Summer Madness. I wouldn't even give a fuck. Ill Will and Cortez, Summer Madness. They could have opened Summer Madness with this battle right here and it would have been fire. But what seems like a great look is not going to be a great look. So you got that. Clips and Loso. Typical battle. You know what I'm saying? Clips talks about him being a fake Christian. He did talk about him being an alcoholic, which was an angle I really don't hear people use against Loso. And Loso talked about him gambling, talked about his dad being a snitch, and talking about the recent shit going on with his ex-girlfriend, going online and all this kind of stuff. But I still got Loso winning every round of the battle. I still got him 30 in Clips. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Clips was probably a 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he says his typical stuff, where he said, you know, I'm gonna go smack DVDs, just some random shit. Whenever he goes that route, bro, you already know what kind of battle it is. So, yeah, Loso. But this is another battle. Like, why y'all keep booking Clips, bro? Like, I just don't get it.
That gotta be the attitude. Whoever's telling you to be polite, it ain't time to be polite. Niggas is on your neck. Pause.
And we got Hollow the Don versus Chef Trez. Hollow wasn't that bad, but he lost every round of the battle. All right, keep it real with you. You got 30 by Chef Trez. He stopped very, very short in the third. He only rapped probably, I don't know, maybe about 45 seconds or something he rapped, and he just stopped his round. So he definitely lost the third round. It seemed like, you know, anytime you're not great and then you letting Chef Trez come behind you, he's going to rebuttal some of the things you said as well as have good written. So I just felt like it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? And this is like what I mean when I say this is Chef Trez's best shot, because he said that he looks at Tay-Rock and Hollow the Don like his Lux and Mook. So this is a good look for him, but it's not going to play out on camera. You know how it is, the last battle of the night, the crowd is restless. It's been a long night. The crowd already isn't into the battle. A lot of chatter, a lot of talking in the back. Hold it down, hold it down. There's a lot of that going on. And then it's the last battle of the night and the crowd is like not really into it. I'm pretty sure when they got to the venue and realizing that they're the headliners and they're looking out like, damn, we don't even really got a crowd and it's in New York and everything, it killed a lot of energy. And a lot of the battlers were just kind of running through their shit, bro, trying to run through their stuff as fast as they can just to kind of get out of there. So just not really having a crowd really hurt, to keep it real. It was almost better they just let niggas in for free just to have a crowd. That's almost to the point where that was almost necessary to even make that stuff happen. And so I don't know, it's just the crowd just wasn't there to support the battle, and Chef Trez won all 3 rounds.
You too, it's the third and last 1.